What is going on, party people? Welcome in. Welcome back to another Sunday stream. This week we're going to be playing Rimworld, day number 5 in this world. So hopefully things go pretty swell. I think we're going to try and take on some of the later stages stuff. Because we failed last time. We still have the mech band antenna, so we're going to have to set up some new... I think we just need more guys, so we're gonna set up some new tech and we're gonna get into a big fight. But first things first, how many components? We do not have a lot of components. We have so many advanced components and we have no normal components. That is a travesty. Absolute travesty. That's right, we were rebuilding the walls after one of the attacks over here. The world is still healing from the great burn that happened. Where over a third of all of the plowable land became ash. Which is positively insane. Yay, the eclipse is great. So we're gonna let time run for a minute here for a couple of reasons. Biggest ones being that while I'm reacclimating and getting our bearings again, because it's been plus weeks, need them to accumulate resources. We need more. Oh no, a mad tortoise. How will we manage that? Not like we have traps and walls down here to avoid these problems or anything. Yeah, good luck, Mr. Mad Tortoise. Because of that. And then we're getting the underground scanner set up now. And that's going to be huge. So here's the plan. We're going to use Norbert because he's got a mining level of 8, which I believe is the prerequisite to get the deep mining set up. Oh no, Decay Company's coming from there. They're coming there. That's not good. Fortunately, our wall of traps isn't big. Three over here and 2 here. Alright. Going to activate our long-range pikemen. Norbert on standby and get these Cyclopses here as a bracket. Alright. Longer they wait, the worse this gets for them, so I am so here for them waiting as long as they like. Norbert's not that stressed. Yep, there we go. Yep, nice, classy. Pikeman, move out. Not surprised because Spectoid got dropped. Oh, they tried to set fire to our stuff. They also, however, looks like they all got dropped. So, enemies repelled. Good work, team. Chunk of spacecraft. First of all, the pikeman needs to move. It looks like he's about to get hit by the jump. Yeah. That was a good catch. That was nearly bad. Alright, pikemen. Go inside the building. Great. Cyclopses, same goes for you. Fantastic. Undraft them. Once these guys show up, we'll do the same. Norbert, you can head out. Buddy, chillax. Deconstruct that. Oh, that guy's still going. Interesting. What a choice. Well, considering that it looks like he's a melee fighter, we're just gonna... Yeah, is he using his fists on the wall? Oh, no, he's got a gun. He's just an idiot. Okay. Works for me. Vargas and Jake will deal with this straggler. Pretty sure Vargas will win this because knife beats gun butt. There we go, yep. Alright, Vargas, go heal up. Jake, you go do your thing. Take their gun. Take all their equipment, actually. But the fires also need to be put out, because that's a problem. Thank you, Vargas. Cotton plant has died from rotting. Interesting. Yep, and now we're incinerating the bodies. We don't want them. Alright, we're gonna skip the research for a minute here. Because flat screen television isn't that important. You know what is important? Finding new sources of metal, components, and other stuff. Wait, what the heck? Jake, why are you fighting? That's rude, Jake. You're lucky you stopped the fight. Worm was about to beat the hell out of you. We were gonna send Worm in to break it up. It's so very, very unnecessary. Just bruised all over the place, huh? Fortunately, we did get some more yayo from that guy. Why is there another fire? Why is there more fire? And now there's a solar flare. Which is bad. Because it's going to do that. To all of our tech. Yup. And as everything shuts down, our guys are going to start wandering and not doing their jobs. Ugh. Also, it doesn't help that the storeroom is now getting up. Now 5 degrees C in there. Not good. I have to set a specific type of mechanoid to be resurrected. No Militaurs right now. Trying to keep the Militaurs out of the blend. Keeping their bodies in the lobby in case we decide we want them. But we need the Constructoid to actually be resurrected. Constructoid's important. I love how it also gave us a solar flare as soon as we needed power to do the underground work. Prioritize scanning at the ground penetrating radar. Alright. While we're doing that, let's find these guys and back. It will bring. Oh. Just because I don't want to enter harbor. Please go scanning the ground penetrating radar, Norbert. Just as important, okay? Just as important as research Norbert is doing the ground penetration. And it's higher up on the priority list, so you should go do that. You goof. Because it takes a long time to find anything. And he's back to research. We're just going to have to take him off of research, I guess. Or reduce his research priority. At least he's building the Constructoid again. We need that. Alright, things are looking okay-ish. Hey, Vargas is doing the mining research now. Good. I didn't know Vargas knew how to mine. Is it a research-based task? Construction skill required, but that's just to make it. It's used by researchers to search for buried resources. Interesting, okay. So it isn't a mine task like I thought. Curious. But fine by me. Let the researchers research. Welcome in. How are you today? Hey, we got flat screen TVs unlocked. We're going to research fabrication now. We got the multi-analyzer built finally, so we need to get fabrication up and going. If we can get fabrication up and going, then we just need to find raw steel. We don't need to find components anymore. As long as we've got raw steel, we can make our own components. Which is obviously very beneficial. How's your power doing, bud? You're only at 6.4%. We're going to let you charge for a while, then. I don't need you charging up at the big charging station because it's very expensive. What about these guys, huh? They're pretty alright. They're not great, but they're alright. Yeah, we haven't found any yet, but slowly working on that progress. Mechanoid repair. Yeah, we know the Cyclops needs repair. Hey, there are plants starting to grow in here. Oh, that's right. We also got these animals now. Great. We need to manage them. We need to set up a feed thingy. Trough or whatever it is. Let's see here. Oh. What? There's 3 different positions they're coming from? Well, this is gonna be problematic. Yep. That one's not a problem. I'm not worried about that one, though. The trap should handle that guy. Alright, Norbert, move out. Cyclopses, when he goes, follow him. Oh, wow. What a way to start. Just a big old flame goo opening, huh? Oh, they're using bow and arrow level of tech, though, so this won't be as bad as I first thought. Or shouldn't be. Yeah, lasers versus bow and arrow. What an interesting thought process. Yeah, goodbye. You have been repelled. We will be taking all of your bow and arrows and the jade that you brought with you. Don't know why you did that. That seems dumb. Jade doesn't have combat uses. But good. Works for me. Ida, would you please carry the Agrahan to the charger? Because these 2 lifters were being very greedy with the power. Aw, thank you. How are you today? Appreciate it. What's whose name? I see your message, but I was a little bit delayed by combat. There we go. Please go fix you. Wraps. Oh, the animals? They're just called ibex doe. I just caught them. Did not name them. I don't like getting that attached to, meat products. Because being real here, that's what they're for, is I'm slowly building up a stockpile of prepackaged meals that don't go bad. So... we are simply keeping them so that them and their children's children can supply the necessary meat to make prepackaged meals. Oh, there was a combat supplier within comms range and I didn't notice. Oofda. Whoopsie doodles. It happens, though. Alright. Oh, Norbert's healing. Vargas is prioritizing research, which is fair. "12 components to make a fabrication bed. Need to find 12 components to make more components." But you know what? That's what this guy's for. It's time to wake this guy up. I'll actually cut this off. I don't want to make new access to the outside, but there we go. Go mine all of that, Mr. Mining Machine. I would like to know... Appreciate you, Borbarod. Past midnight there. Ah, across the pond, huh? I know how it go. I got quite a few people across the pond. Combat supplier. That's still in effect? Nope. Who has animal handling? Vargas and Norbert do. And Jake. Do I not have the ability to feed them? Well, I guess they're food now. I must be missing a step here, but I don't know which step it is, so I cannot fix. Yep. That was expected. They're food now. Ooh, get rid of that. Then we also need to put in a new sandstone door right there. Yep, there we go. Meat supplies. Oh no, a sandstone door failed. What will we do with that lost sandstone? It's not like we have a whole mountain of it. I don't know how we'll ever get by. Random find interval. 1.6 days, 1.7 days, 1.8 days. Oh, that's how... Okay, okay, let's try that then. Structure, column, right there. Zone, build a roof, right there. Dumping stockpile. Storage type, clear all, raw food. Feed them only corn. That's it. Just a tile of corn there to keep them alive. And then we have to find a new ibex doe. If we want this still to work. Which I don't know if there is one. Unfortunately. Nature's finally starting to heal. Oh, there's one. Tame. Ah, important to critical, so it's always the first one to be stocked. Make it important. Boom. Norbert, go tame the ibex doe. Interesting that this guy just walks right over the fence. He doesn't even use the door. What's the point of the door if the guy's not gonna use it? Love how the birds are in here, and they don't get affected but negatively by the traps. Sensory mechanites. Check that again. Semi-coherent mechanites which reside in the nervous system. They enhance the victim's senses, but also cause intense pain. He needs to be... Yeah, you need to be tended right now. So, Worm, you're being given a new priority. Oh, you're already headed to the medical bed. Good, go do that. Let somebody doctor you. Ida, stop sleeping. You're the only doctor in the house. You need to fix him. Then you sleep. What was the 10 quality on that? 70%? That's great. Okay. Fine. We'll accept you, John. Work schedule for John. Not be researching. Not be hauling or cleaning either. You will fish, you will craft, you will art, you will tailor. You know what? Then no, you won't. You're that incompetent at it. You don't need to construct, you don't need to grow. Your handling can be useful, though. We'll make you priority handler. You can do some wardening. Second doctor in the house. Cool. And a slightly larger room here that we will then open like that. Yeah, that works for me. That should be more than enough bedrooms for the entirety of our time here. Because very shortly, the people will not be coming back to their beds. We're gonna have to start ripping their heads out. We're gonna need their brains for the advanced machinery. That's the only reason we're stockpiling people like this. We don't need half of these people, but having them definitely makes it easier to do some of the later stuff. There we go. Now there's lights in the rooms too. They're even nicer. And now they're growing. The plants are growing, huzzah. Vargas, you find anything yet? Come on. Find me some steel or some components or just about anything, to be honest. There we go. Some steel. Right there. Bunch of steel down there. Now we need a deep drill. Set it up. Set up a solar generator. And a battery. Piece of power conduit that leads to this thing. And then we go into architect, structure, wooden column, zone, build roof. Done. It'll be perfect. And there's our workstation now to mine up all of that juicy steel. Oh, that's when we'll need the mining task. That's right. It's not to research where they are. It's to dig them up once we find them. That's what we need the mining skill for. That's right. Either way, this will make us loads of steel. And what's even better is that once it's done, we'll just be able to move it and build it somewhere else. So hopefully we'll have uncovered another pocket of materials somewhere. Phenomenal. Chunks of spacecraft have impacted nearby. Good. I need the components. Give me components, please. Oh, the smoke leak plants are going out. Bulk goods trader. Oh, great. They're in person, too. Worm, do you still have that infection? Yes, you do, and it will improve your speech skills. So we're going to utilize that. Take these pigs. Take some components, too. We need them. Build the fabrication bench. And then we will sell you back all the smoke leaf we've produced recently. Make back our investment. Machining book, we'll take that. Works for me. Nice, our relations grow. So now we got 2 pigs, and we can use those pigs the same way we're going to use the ibexes. And that should increase our throughput of meat production. The more meat we have, the more packaged meals we can make. Huzzah! Because we got plenty of greenery. Scanned underground silver. Hells yeah. Where is it? I don't see the pocket, though. There it is. Ooh, that's a nice sized pocket, too. That's over 1,000 silver. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, I know how to get components. Thank you. Okay. Bionic replacements as background. Production. Machining. Fabrication bench. That's right. This is a big one. That's alright. We'll just cut this room deeper. Benefits to having a subtractive build instead of an additional build. I don't need to knock out a wall and make something bigger. I just dig a little bit deeper and ba-boom, I've got space. And we haven't found anything from this random mining endeavor except more slate. And a bit of limestone. Sandstone. Limestone and sandstone. No slate, actually. My bad. Yeah, we got rocks. That's what we got, guys. Rocks. It's great. Where's that ibex dough? You gotta keep doing that until you actually capture it, Norbert. Once it's captured, you don't need to do anything, but you need to be there until it's captured, okay? It's just them rules. And there we go. There's our rig for mining up stuff. Most of it we can just pick up and move every time we finish our setup. Oh, I need to run a power line to this, don't I? No, we already have one. It's an invisible line. That's right. You didn't tame the ibex dough. Bam. Animal interacted too decently. Fine. Prioritize drilling at the deep drill then. It's still most useful to sink a lot of our resources and research and time into our one Norbert guy, but man, is he getting stretched thin when we have like 2 or 3 big things we need to do that we can't use robots for any of them. Well, at least Vargas and him are doing their jobs and they're getting everything knocked out for us. Where's our mining droid? He's charging. That's fair, but I want him to stop. There we go, good. Reprioritize cutting that out for us. Good, 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 good. Then we just take the fabrication bench and slam it down right there and call it good for now. We'll move it in the long term, but for now, it's more than good enough. Stop trying to convert everything to steel, game. I don't want steel material. I want it to be more comfortable and cheaper and renewable. There we go. New room prepared. Orders smooth. Smooth surface. Yep, that whole second section of the room still needs to be smoothed. I think this all needs to be smooth. I'm actually going to cancel that because it's way too much work right now to put up. And then we've got an extra size room at the end here. Great. Also, I think all of you can now see why putting no sleep on Norbert has been so useful. He might be psychically deaf, but he doesn't need to sleep and he doesn't need to go outside. Where is that under? Isn't that under... There should be data on this. Oh, he hates Jake. Interesting. Norbert called John a lobster. Oh. Interesting. Opinion of Ida, 99. I think that's the max. And it would take 3 Jakes, 3 terrible rivals to counter Ida's positivity, or her positive influence on his life. Which is interesting to think about. Colonist needs rescue. Oh, Norbert, what's going on? It's your smoke leaf, isn't it? Yep. Operation. Add bill. Administer smoke leaf. That'll fix him up. He will immediately get up and go back to work. He will be right as rain. So somebody's just got to do it. Thanks, John. Off Norbert goes. Good to go. To be fair, if we didn't put negative attributes on Norbert, the no sleep, no outside attributes would have caused such a metabolism multiplier that we would have had to feed Norbert 2 or 3 times as much food. Which is insane, especially considering, you know, the famine that happened not too long ago, so... I'm good without needing that level of food for our main guy at all times, constantly. Even if it does have some negative side effects. Oh. Norbert, bud, you lost your gun. You need your gun. There you go. Alright, fabrication bench is down. Make component. None of our colonists have crafting level 8. Oh no. Do until we have 10 at all times. Always make sure we have 10 on us. This guy's out of work to do, so you are going to be drafted, moved to this corner, signed to control group 2, and then undrafted. And now the tunneler is less useful because we have the tunneling drill. The deep core drilling machine. You know what, John? Sure, you can do some researching. If nothing else, to make it easier on the rest of them. Powered armor suit used by high-tech shock troop. Note that these also require advanced components. My question here, though, is if it's powered armor, where does it get its power from? Waste pack atomizer. We so need that. Okay, screw it. Let's go with advanced fabrication so that we can get closer to waste pack atomizer. And we still need to study the nanostructuring chip, which is not from the next boss, but the boss after that. Ooh, toxin filtration. That's good to know. All right. Either way, everybody's working hard. And now that we have 2 researchers, Norbert's able to go do the deep mine drilling. Perfect. Keep drilling, Norbert. Gonna make so much steel. He's gonna make so much steel with this method. And we need it. We sure as hell need it, so it'll be fantastic for us. Alright. With all of that out of the way, we need to get our crafting level up. Best way to do that, most likely, is going to be machining stuff. What does this require? Requires 2 signal chips. That's a lot. No wonder it hasn't been made yet. Alright, let's see what else we can craft in here. First of all, let's figure out what our highest level crafter is. Who's got the best crafting ability, huh? 4, 4, 3, 1, 2, or 2. So everybody's crafting ability is crap. Okay, we're not gonna try and level one of our guys to do it. There's a better way to do this. There's a better way to do this. And it's gonna suck. Ooh, exotic goods trader. I wish you were a military trader, but I will take this. I wish we got more military traders. They've got components. I'll take all of their components. You have any skill trainers for crafting? Nope. They've got an Archotech arm, though. They've got an Archotech arm. Of that, I am mildly interested, I will admit. That wouldn't even get me a fraction of the way there if I sold them all of my gold. They don't want my survival meal. They're not valuable enough for that trade. That's a detriment. I don't have enough of... Ooh, this one we could sell. But still put us in such a significant deficit so that we can't do it. Darn. If only we'd mined up all of that silver already, we'd be able to afford the Archotech arm. Ah, c'est la vie. We got more components out of that, though, and that's worth it. Because we need those. Namely, because I'm about to do this. Then turn on our buddy mining machine. Just so that he can mine up this wall for us. Oh, that's steel. Totally forgot about that up there. We're gonna hit that event. Just the increasing depth of this room set. All of these rooms just keep on getting walked back further and further, bit by bit. Actually, though, we're going to do something a little bit good for our security and safety. And stone walls. We'll put them in here. And then a wooden floor, just to isolate off sections of our stuff. And we'll even out these rooms that they're the same as this one here. Straight line across. Oh, didn't expect Norbert to come out here for this task, but fair enough, fair enough. We really didn't specify, did we? Ooh, quest available. What are you offering though, huh? You're offering a bunch of silver. Or a sniper rifle as a masterwork. But you know what? I'll take this. Because I should be able to convert that into what I need. For the trader to get the Archotech arm. There we go. Alright, Worm, go talk to Grump. We're gonna see if we can purchase that Archotech arm. No, no leaving. They immediately try to leave as soon as we have enough to actually trade for the arm. Okay. Gotta figure out if we can walk the rest of this down. Yes, we can. Archotech arm. It is ours. Alright, Norbert. No preference, it looks like. Don't worry about that, though. Norbert, buddy, we are going to plan an operation for you. You're getting an Archotech arm. There's a mad guinea pig somewhere. Oh, that's perfect. That's fine. These guys will handle it. And then the waste packs will be put in the fridge, as they should be. As they better be. Yep. Guinea pigs handled. Everybody back to bed. Good luck, Norbert. We'll drop a smart save here real quick. Where's the Agridrone? Check on all of our guys. Agridrone is working. Lifter 1 is running. Cleaner's going. Lifter 2 is going. Constructoid's constructing. And Mr. Mining Man is recharging. And that should be enough, because we're going to put him in standby after this, so we really don't need him charging up to maximum. But yeah, we're partitioning this off. Partially because the fire popper won't reach further than that anyhow. Partially because if an enemy comes in here and breaks stuff, I don't want it to just spread unabated. Be able to destroy everything without having to go through another wall at some point. More basket, less egg. Surgery failed. What does that mean? Oh, they stabbed him. That's what it means. Wait, where's the, we still have the Archotech arm then? Okay. Too expensive. We load the thing. Far too expensive. And all we have to do is draft and undraft this guy again. We're good to go. Alright, Norbert, you better not have a failure again this time. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Alright. Operation Take 2. Ida, I want you to be the one to prioritize this. You have the highest medical skill in the building. So you're the least likely to mess this up. Is that it? Done? Or did Ida get distracted? Archotech right arm. Beautiful. Norbert gets closer to being machine every day. We only install the finest of pieces into Norbert. Alright. Yeah, once he gets up, let's check his information now. Oh, he's still woozy, so it doesn't actually tell us. Ah. Blood filtration is poor. We fix that. Oh, bulk goods trader within transmitting distance. What do you got? Pigs, dogs, cows, meat, chem fuel. Neutroamine's okay, but we just had a big spend, so... Fortunately, not much I can do for you. I'll take 2 silver, please. Thank you. At least we got loads of corn. Just loads and loads of corn. Which is allowing those things to live, which is good. We're no longer having our animals starve on us. Now, if this could get picked up before it degrades, that would be sick, please. Actually. Architect, hall, no. Fine. We'll do it the hard way. Good luck, Worm. It's gonna be a long day for you. Because that's a lot of storage tasks. But it'll have been worth it. And eventually we won't need to freeze them anymore. We'll just have our driller guy take a nap. Oh no, one of our coolers broke. Temperature's still holding strong though. This is why we have two of them. Yeah, Worm's having a major break risk. I wonder why. I know you're exhausted, bud. Well, it looks like the other droids are finally picking up their job and doing what they need, which is good. Proud of you, Norbert. We got another Archotech piece in you. Soon enough, there's gonna be nothing left. 2 Archotech eyes, a perfect Archotech mouth, Archotech ears. We will turn Norbert into the $6 million man. Nah, screw it. 20 million. We'll make him even more valuable. I'm assuming he came up, was headed up here? No? Oh, he's scanning. Alright, so there's a silver pocket there. Steel pocket there. Is that all we know about still? Huh. Well, Norbert, buddy, I want you to go over here and keep mine, okay? Getting loads and loads and loads of steel would be very beneficial to us. So please go do that. Where's our constructoid? He's smoothing. Of course he is. There's all our components. I don't know where all our advanced components are because that's only 2 of them. But hey. What the hell was that noise? Oh. The electricity tried to fail, so it immediately went off. That's nice. Alright, power. Hidden conduit. We'll replace the whole room with it. It is slightly more expensive, but it doesn't do that. So, wherever it fails, we'll swap it out with the better stuff. Clean sweeper's now going in there and cleaning up all the foam. Like, yeah, the food's totally good, guys. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. The robot cleaned it. Alrighty, Norbert, buddy. You need to stop using the ground scanner. Prioritize drilling at the keep drill. Or you know what would be even better than that? Is finding that ibex. And taming her so that we have 2 pairs in here. A pair of pigs and a pair of ibexes. We currently don't. Hey, there we go. 2 new pigs. Both girls. Great. Yeah, so we'll let them grow up, and then their food. We will not be naming them because they're food. This is not a Charlotte's Web situation, sadly. Oh no! Fire! Alright, Worm, since you're not about to break again, we need you to prioritize hauling all of this because it seems to have stopped again, and we cannot have a toxic outbreak. You've always been the front line against it, Worm. Okay, how many? 3 on that side. 2 on that side. Not worried about the 2. Our traps will handle the... Put Jake over here and Vargas over here. Calling up Norbert. Structure. Then we wake up our pikemen and our Cyclops. And then we only need weight. They will attack us. Oh, wait, no. These 2 actually need to be out. Because that's my one. Attack our little base outpost there. Oh, they don't have guns. It's very not good for them. I don't know how they exactly expect to win. Why is this the frequent move now? Like, we're fighting against people who don't even have guns anymore. We used to fight against people who had guns. And we didn't have them. And that was our disadvantage. Good work, team. Hey, free money! Also, they have a bunch of steel spears, which we will be melting down. Because why not? Good work, John. You really fight that fire. Solo fighting that fire. Norbert, bud? Oh. Can't do it because the animal's sleeping. Wake it up. Like, sneak up on it, make a big scary noise, and then be like, hey, you want to be friends? That'll work. Obviously. I see no flaws in this plan. Oh, the animal's awake. No, it's not awake. I saw it move for just a second. Worm has collapsed from extreme exhaustion. Worm is no longer picking out on food. Great. Fortunately, we have plenty of food, so I just don't care. We have 1,000 corn. There we go. Go tame the ibex, Norbert. Vargas is doing better. Great. Tame failed. No. Fine, then Norbert. Go back to this. That outpost is technically a risk. Longer it has to stay up, the worse off we are. We need to finish the work there and then move it to the next site. Rinse and repeat. Worm. More hauling. 6. Okay. And then it will only be one more burst, and we'll have everything stored away safely in the freezer again. Ducks join us. How many? Oh. Neat. We'll set up a new pen for them. Under MISC, right? Yep. Pen mark. Cool. Because it's going to turn into a mess in here otherwise. So we'll have a separate pen for all of the ducks that have just magically joined us, which I am grateful for. Because it will make food more plentiful. Ah, we found gold. Awesome. Tiny pocket, though. Less awesome. Vargas, why are you freaking out? Oh no, mad bluebirds. They're so dangerous. I'm so scared. Oh, they fly so they don't get affected by traps. Well, that's annoying. It's not really dangerous per se, but it's just annoying. Yep, and they took out one of my carriers. Oh, now that they're on the ground, the one of them got taken out, though. That's full at least. Where'd the bird go? There it is. So small. Come up here. We got to deal with a threat, Norbert. It's real dangerous. Real dangerous, Norbert. There we go. Then we gotta repair the lifter. Then you're gonna drill with the deep drill. Ta-da! 3 for 1. I believe they call that efficiency. Oh, yes! This is wonderful. So we got a bulk goods trader that just came in. Whom we are going to sell a bunch of our corn. And then we will turn around and go to the combat supplier. And convert that into weapons. Why do they have so much cobra meat? Okay, first things first, the normal trades to make more components because we still don't have the crafting level 4 components. Now, since Norbert's right here, we're going to have you call the Wind Travelers. I know. What are they selling, though? Okay. A charged shot assault rifle. Pulse charge technology charges each shot with unstable energy as it leaves the barrel. At least on impact, the charge energy greatly increases the damage done. Okay, so it's just a boost in damage. That might not be what we're looking. Looking for more specified against mech walker guys. And they don't even have EMP shells. So you know what? We're probably going to skip that combat supplier this time. Go drill at the deep drill, please. Worm, how is your health, by the way? Sensory mechanoid. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Turn it into our new lab. This lab's getting too small. We're gonna create a new one that's positively huge. Go deep inside so it's harder to get. In case of enemy. We'll also put it behind a sandstone. Hey look, Sal 1 is pregnant. Where did all of the... Oh, got moved because instead of filth. Animals. Clear all. Just ducks. That got even more confusing. Alright, and then we'll do the same thing here though. Set up food for them. There we go. Cargo pods that had some psych IT in them. Sure, why not? Why not? Alrighty, Norbert, bud. Still care more about you doing this. Should have set them as even. Oh no, he's prioritizing proper mining. Well, that's annoying. Your level at? Yeah. Go help Norbert. Go help your mechanator. Mechanitor, whichever, I don't care. Go help him. Go help your creator. Don't let him just wallow there, dealing with that. We'll also mine up all of this steel, because why wouldn't we? It's free steel. Speaking of steel, the game's giving us more, which is fantastic, because we can turn steel into components. We can't turn components into steel, though, so getting the rawest material does have its advantages. Oh, we just got growth vats just naturally? That's funny. We haven't even sunk any research power into that. Just happened. I don't know what we should make them wear, so we're just gonna give them cowboy hats. Just out of cloth, thank you. And sure, let's give him a sash, too. No leathers. There we go. Now they have choices of hats and sashes and jackets. Oh, we should probably put a shirt on there too, shouldn't we? Shirt. Make t-shirt. Do until you have X detail. Clan of Walkby, huh? Oh, that's a lot of you. And you have guns. You have nice guns. And I have a feeling that they're going to attack my stuff up there, too. That's rude. He's a cleaning guy. Jeezums. Calm down. He's the equivalent of a robot butler. Wow. So violent. And the fact is that all of our components are up there too. Follow. Oh, the other pikemen are slower. Yep, I expected as much. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the behavior. Oh, they're enraging the turkey somehow. Damn, they managed to kill one of the Cyclopses. There we go. Flee! It was costly, but we did repel them. And we did get a bunch of revolvers out of it, which is neat. And a turkey. Going to let everybody take a rest because we'll have to reposition all of our units. Bills, resurrect medium mechanoid, ×2. And resurrect small mechanoid ×1, right? No, he's just hurt. Please go clean up the clean. Thank you. We lost a little. Okay. The cost of doing business, sadly. So, we reset. Build it again. Build the exact same thing again. Because these outposts don't need to be crazy expensive. I don't need to build walls and fortifications around them and all that nonsense. It's not efficient. Because as soon as the materials are pulled from that segment, I don't need to be here anymore. And I'll be retreating back inside because almost all of the other pockets we found are on this side. Oh, we found more steel on this side. Nice. But nothing up here, as you can see. So you just won't be prioritizing it. War Call Berserk. Oh, that's because of the thing. John, you're gonna go help your buddy. There we go. I didn't want to do that in close proximity for obvious reasons. We couldn't just let Jake be chased around the map by a boom rat. That's not classy. Alright, there we go. Stupid fire. There we go. At least the clean sweeper's running around and doing their job now. They'll slowly start cleaning up all of the mess that's been made. And then they'll get repaired more. Everybody needs a minute to heal, which is totally fair. And we can afford it. We can afford an extra minute to heal, so they can take as long as they need. Norbert, bud. You need to prioritize working here, though, because it's going to take a while to actually resurrect these units, and we still have to manufacture more units once they're resurrected. Tune to Norbert. Yeah. Because that's what all of this has been about, is we're building more units now. You are going to be assigned to Group 2, and undraft charge. Thank you. This was one of our first rooms we ever set up. Funny how that goes, but we gotta move out now. It's too small. Way too small. We're gonna need another fridge room soon. Yeah, it's just a little time bomb chilling down here that if it ever broke loose would poison half of our colony. Immediately. Don't worry about it though, just don't think about it. I need to think about this very strategically. Gotta clean up this room, it looks like. Also think I'm going to play the actual bar just so that we have materials for the fight. You brown. Need more band nodes. Fill the whole room with hidden conduit. Nice little upgrade for us. Oh, we're losing signal for a second because of BuildBot being kind of an idiot. More than kind of an idiot, it seems. Hey, we regestated the pikeman, good. Landed group 2 and door C, great. Bandwidth now, so somebody please fix the power in one of the most important rooms in the entire base. Instead of just ripping it up and not fixing it. There we go. Don't set off the foam popper. Thanks, Worm. Good work. They did not pick up everything. I can see it. Some of the bags actually did degrade up here. Oofda. Polluted. Ugh. At least it's far enough away from everything that it don't matter. But would have been a lot worse had more of them degraded and it made it a larger effect radius. Could have been a lot worse. There we go. They're cleaning up some of this limestone now. Some of the sandstone. There we go. We're resurrecting the other mechanism. Then we have to figure out what we're going to build. We've got 2 Cyclops, 3 Pikemen. Do we want just more pikemen? I feel like pikemen are a very safe bet. They take only 2 bandwidth, so we could afford 2 more then. I'm gonna do it. Worm, go shove your brain in the subcore scanner for me, okay? Are these just permanent? Can they not be fixed? We got donkeys. But meh. Shuttle engine. Meh. No skill trainers that we'd want. Prosthetics, detoxify, and that's just a normal liver. Yeah, they just got a human liver. Don't ask where it's from. Yeah, none of that's really that interesting. I can manufacture most of this stuff now. The shuttle engine's cool, but I don't have the money for it, nor the explicit interest in it. That's not the mission of this playthrough. The mission of this playthrough is Super Robot Norbert. So that's what we'll be going for. Super Robot Norbert. Where is it that you manufacture flake, then? Oh, wait, we don't have the research for it, do we? Yeah, we need to do research for this, then, real quick. It's super cheap research, and it's very valuable to do it. Because we're getting a bunch of extra psychite leaves, and we have enough juice. We have enough tea, so... It is time now for us to convert it into yayo, and then store it away, and we'll sell it in large quantities. We'll store it in here, actually, too, specifically. Medicine. Flake. Yayo. All linked. Cool. So that should mean that whenever we get anybody flying by, we should be able to sell those wares to them easily. Well. Because we're going to start producing mass quantities just so we can sell it. Worm Buddy, why are you so stressed? Oh, I know why you're so stressed. You've got scanning sickness and sensory mechanites. And you're mildly malnutritioned. Okay, yep. Yep, that's fair. That's fair. You could be a little bit salty about that. Norbert, go pop the cap on this. We need to make another one, and then another one, and then another one. Oh, were you working up on the drill? Good. There we go. $40 plasteel. Damn. We need to scan for more plasteel and find something. Alright, though. We brought back all of our normal forces, at least. And we knew taking on this boss might be a little bit time-intensive. Oh, we've got too many... We've got too many eaters up here. We're going to bring the numbers down a little bit. Yeah, we need more food. Selling all of our corn crop might not have been as lucrative as I thought. But it's okay. Oh wait, don't do that. We can't allow them to use eggs. Sure, penoxycycline. More clothing racks, it seems, is necessary. That's fine. Everybody's got a cool hat now. Why you upset, Worm? Badly malnourished. Well, that would do it. That's fair. There we go. The berry harvest is coming in too, though. So that should be an additional nice quantity of food. How many package survival meals? 85. You know what? Fine. Sign. Normal foods. Manage food policy. Normal foods. You can now have a packaged survival meal for the time being. Everybody go have a snack. Anybody who needs to eat, go eat a reserve snack that we keep just for these types of emergencies. Colonist needs rescue. Oh no. Norbert, Bud. Bud. You were right there. You could have gotten the food yourself. Come on now. Oh, Norbert's just catatonic now. Great. Great. Alright, schedule or assign. Assign food policies. Normal foods. No more packaged survival meals. Everybody can go back to eating normal food now. Because we have generated enough meat to make that viable. Yeah, I should have just hoarded all of that corn. Knowing that we had so many more mouths to feed, it would have been the practical choice. But that's fine. We can just make more. Just grow more food. Not as hard as we think it is. We do need it. We probably need another harvester soon. Probably one of the other things we're actually lacking. Oh look, turkey. Free food. Never can say no to free food, especially when we're dealing with Food instability. Trying to trick Norbert out of bed, but it's like, nope, you don't get to. He's not getting up. Fine. Throw some berries in. They need to eat too, otherwise they will starve. Not okay. They're a big meat investment for us, and they need to grow up fully so that they actually can, you know, become viable. Starving? There we go. Good. Ding, ding, ding. Yep, that makes sense. Are they eating each other? No! There was berries right there. Damn, alright. There were berries right there, fam. But sure, you do you. You do you. Alright, Norbert, bud, I need you to get back up. Very important, not only to your survival, but to our progression for the day, because we really want to try and kill War Queen. I really want to get War Queen today. As soon as this is done, we're stopping research. Instead, I'll let John and Vargas just focus on underground scanning, because hopefully we'll be able to scan up some plasteel. If we could find plasteel, I would be very, very happy. So, I'll let one of them go do that. There you go. Vargas, go do your thing. John plays horseshoe, Vargas does research, and then they switch. Hopefully. And that's actually exactly what happened. They switched. Good. Yeah, John still doesn't have a bedroom yet because it takes an eternity and a half for our frickin' tree farm to grow, but it's working on it. It'll get there, inevitably, hopefully, maybe. It's interesting that they lay the same egg on the same tile, but because there was an egg already there, its progress doesn't get reset, I guess. So now we've got 3 eggs that'll hatch in 3 days, which is cool. Yeah, I'm aware they need research. I don't care. I want them to research other stuff right now. For being candid, I want them to do other types of research. Norbert, bud. Did you just get up? Operations. You know, this works for other things. Maybe it'll work on this. Wake up, Norbert! Now he's just catatonic and stoned. Okay, fine. Real quick. Assign. Manage food policies. Normal food. Dip into the emergency supply again, folks. That is why the emergency supply exists, so that not everybody starves to death immediately. And I'll be comfortable as long as we have 50 or by the time this is all over. which is like 4 more days of supplies. 3.5 days of supplies more realistically, but that's not unheard of. Oh, you can train it to forage? I'll train you all to forage, huh? Actually, let's not train the child, because the child will be eaten. But we'll train the parents, because then the parents should be able to just be a little bit more food sustainable on their own. Now let's check on our mech groups real quick. I like how it says they're disabled, but they're not disabled. We just can't manipulate them. They're still running around just fine. We just can't tell them what to do, say. Kind of running on their own initial script. Norbert! You woke up. Where's... They say there was a trader in this group? No? Are they just visitors? Looks like they're just visitors. Welcome back to the land of the living, Norbert. Jeezums. Well, there will be another corn harvest soon enough, and we'll be fine after that. We've learned our mistake. That I can say with confidence. Learned our mistake. Alright, next guaranteed find is 31% away. Bunch of steel, bunch of gold. I really want some plasteel. Could you just either send me a trader with some plasteel, because I've got plenty to trade with it, or could you give me a Pocket Underground game? One or the other. I need more guns. That's what it comes down to. Hey, Norbert is throwing a party. He's like, guys, I woke back up. Let's party. Yep, the psychoid leaves are rotting away. I expected as much. That's why I wanted to do this, to make yayo. Let's make this the smart way. At 120. Actually, 240. And that'll just manufacture a bunch of extra out of any extra psychoid leaves we have. Okay, who's idle? Ida and Vargas. Ida, normally our cook, and there's no food to cook. And Vargas is just kind of a generalist. We'll add crafting to her list. Another thing we'll do. Harvest all of these plants. There we go. More growing, more plant cutting too, actually. Realize that that's how we compensated for not having enough agri hands previously, which is fair, I guess. Worm, you're stressed out, so Jake will have you call them. Show them all the flake we have. Show them all the IO we got. Sell them 250 of those. Alright, and then you've got bionic eye, bionic arm, prosthetic leg, gross. Sentience catalysts. We'll take the more basic stuff. Components. I don't know. 50 neutroamine, 100 neutroamine. Oh, it thinks I'm buying 250 of these. There we go. I was wondering why that math was so wrong. Very confused. There we go. Great. Bunch of neutroamine, bunch of components, and a crap ton of silver. What we like. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Norbert Mining. Right, we got 1 hour left. We gotta be able to fight this War Queen, but we need more plasteel. We have a need for plasteel. This should be doable now, shouldn't it? We bought the last components we need when that trade. There you go. Insert a person into here for our last core that we'll need. Let's put Jake in. Good job, Jake. Great work. Combat supplier. What do we got? Worm. You're sleeping it off, so we'll have Ida do this. Combat supplier. Oh, great, an eclipse. Good thing our base has other power sources. Otherwise, we'd be screwed right now. More money is good. More components is always good. No. No plasteel, huh? That won't even give me enough plasteel to be worth melting it. Damn. Alright. Convert a bunch of Yayo into a bunch of components. Great. Tune to Norbert. Great. Why is it this color? This has me concerned. There's about to be another travesty. Norbert, go try and tame that ibex doe. We're at 50 on our reserve rations again. Great. How long left on this? While. There is a while, but we have a lot of berries back here. Ida, don't sleep. You got work to do. Go cook meals. Everybody needs to eat. And you've been taking a load off when the harvest's been low, which I get, but harvest is now up. It's work time. Get to it. Yep. We didn't need them anymore. We've got the ducks, so the parents are no longer necessary. With the current position we find ourselves in, not very beneficial to be cooking food for them, or feeding them at all, period. Yay, the eclipse is over. Our battery reserves were just about to peter out on us too, so means we're at a good balance. It also means if I want to expand things out more, I need more batteries. Requires, you guessed it, components. But our bigger limiter right now is the plasteel. Starvation. Maybe if you just cooked faster, I'm kidding. Hey Norbert, could you repair Lifter 2? I want you to finish repairing these guys because if they got up to 100%, then they would stop generating free power. And that would be rude. You can get away with doing that. Here we pick it up. Making sure we clean it up beforehand. And it took a bunch to heal Cyclops too, it seems. Just fair enough. Alright. Corn takes so long. Yeah, teaching these pigs forage is good though. As long as they have the ability to forage, they should be able to survive just better, period. I believe they're on a decent tile of land too, right? Yeah, they got fertile land. So they'll be able to just forage right off of that land there. Hopefully keep them alive a little bit. And then we'll do something else as well. We're going on a party. Right, alright. You destroy Turkey. You destroy here. You destroy different. That's a llama. Destroy the llama. You don't have a gun. Oh. Nice. Oh, they just started raiding without even... Nice. No alerts, no nothing. So now they're inside the base already. Isn't that wonderful? Where are all of our guys? Well, this is why we have the narrow hallway. To be fair. Get lasered. Everybody get outside. We need to stop the fires out there and their attacks on our solar panels. No! Those are expensive, you jerks. Don't let them burn down our farms. There we go. Everybody that can is set to disabling or extinguishing fire. They set a fire in our crop field. That's our cord. We need that. We really need that. Like, horribly bad. And these rude sons of guns. Oh no. Yeah, they burned a decent portion of the cornfield. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's terrible. At least our fire isolation did its job for the most part and kept alright, power, solar generation, first things first, we gotta reconnect both sides with each other. We just lost all of our power production. How's it going, Haps? We just got our butts kicked by a random raid that was not expected. And they went kinda kooky. You know what? We're gonna do a thing. We're going back 5 minutes, because that was really, really bad. There was no benefit to any of that. And we lost a huge amount of our crop yield. We need that crop yield, because we're nearly starving. Well, while we wait to see if the NPC or the computer decides to mess with us again, I am going to grab some quick water once. Alright, let us proceed. So are there more berry bushes? Because if there are, I'm inclined to harvest them right now. There we go, all 18 of them. Yeah, I noticed after the raid that we were in a catch-22, the Constructoid was destroyed, but the only way we'd be able to repair the Constructoid was with machinery that had no power because the machinery was destroyed, so there was no way to fix the machinery without the Constructoid, and there was no way to fix the Constructoid without the machinery, so we were stuck. Unless we wanted to limp along for a really long time. Not as good at training as last time, but a couple more days and they'll be fine. And at least it's avoiding their starving prompt. Worm, do a trade. You have advanced communication skills thanks to those neurons, or those things that are slowly eating your neurons, so they don't have anything of value for us, but we'll take their money. Yeah, we'll just take their money and be cool with it. Slowly building up material wealth so that we can eventually buy our own Arco bionics. That's the whole point of it. The whole point of stockpiling all the money is so that we can get, you know, Arcotech eyes and Arcotech arms and Arcotech legs. Norbert's gonna become so powerful. Eventually, I want him to be able to, like, 1v1 a tank or a truck. Like Queen Maeve or Luke Cage style. Just hop in front of it and just stop it through sheer force. I'm happy we finally got things balanced out so Norbert is actually coming up here and doing his mining job. Because he's the only person with enough skill to do this task. And we are slowly but surely removing all of the steel from this area, which will eventually allow us to move on from it. I'm just hoping that by the time that's done, we found something that's worthwhile. The silver's great. Don't get me wrong. The silver's worthwhile. But we need plasteel. We need plasteel. Right now. We never got lucky finding any plasteel pockets on the map. Always been via trades, or I think all of it's come through trades, actually. The only other alternative we have is deep mining, and deep mining has been unlucky. Random find interval is 2.8 days, but we're making progress towards our guaranteed find. And that's all we can do. Oh, one of our guys shorted out. Fortunately, we have components, so it should be, yep, it's being repaired. Buzz, 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 buzz. Grilling away. Also already got 300 bottles of... Great for when we want to actually... I don't know when that will be, because we've been doing just fine with normal medicine. Grown medicine, call it. Stuff that we grow in our hydroponics, basically. Eel root. Been doing fine on its own. But it's good to have alternatives, and good to be prepared for the upgrade when necessary. Better to have it and not need it. Yeah, it's not good that our strawberry plants regularly die from rotting while we are dealing with food and stuff. That's a sign that we don't have enough farming. That's how I'd take it. I feel like if we got another Agger Hand, A, we would have to make another one of these band nodes. I really want this excess capacity we've built up these... Oh, we've got 5 excess capacity? Why is that? Huh. We have one more than I thought we would. The details on 50 steel, basic subcore. Basic subcores details. 50 steel, 2 components. So 100 steel and 2 components to make another Agger Hand. You know what? Sure. Sure. I'll do it. Go work at the subcore encoder, please. Build one of them, and then build an Agger Hand using those parts. Okay, we're being raided from where? Up there this time, alright. We're bringing all of our forces. Oh wait, Norbert doesn't have his gun. Now he's got his gun. Yeah, of course they were gonna do that. They always do that. That's why we need to finish that out. Oh. Okay, okay. Oh, it's all bows this time. We're again literally fighting people who have sticks and rocks as their primary form of technology, and we're using gamma lasers. I feel like this only has one real result to it. Like, just the number of sniping that is... Yeah, I was gonna say, there's only one real option. But it is really annoying how you consistently go up there and then freaking set fire to everything. Could you stop doing that? Have you considered not? On the bright side, they literally just destroyed the battery, which is, it could have been worse. Still an expensive fix that's irritating, but it could have been a lot worse. And we did get a bunch of jade out of that again, and I will not complain about free jade. Like plasteel, very rare and very scarcely used, but is useful in certain circumstances, so complain about it being. Still very rude. Yeah, I'm aware we got low food, but low food is better than no food. Alright, Norbert. Prioritize working at the subcore encoder, please. We need to get that second Agger Hand up and running. Want to maintain sustain. I think it's because of John. I think it's John's fault. Alright. Then you should be able to build the actual Agrahan now. Thank you very much. There we go. Agrihand manufacturing. Grill is fixed. Charging. Take that IVX RAM. Food. Cyclops 2 just loves getting hit to the point where his energy is now significantly lower than his compatriot, even though they were made at the same time and have been in stasis almost the entire time. I do think this will be done right on time for the corn harvest, though, which will make it a lot easier to harvest all of that corn. 2 Agrahans running around instead of just 1. There we go. We got another pig. Ah, it's a dude this time. Great. We got 2 pairs then. 2 pairs of pigs. You know what then? Sure, we'll train you. And you. Everybody gets trained then in foraging. Makes you more food efficient. There we go. The Agrahan's actually farming some trees now too. Good. Good. There we go, setting up some lights in some of the other rooms. Make everything nice. Oh, we should actually set that up here and here. There we go. Little power or little house improvements. They require so little power. Pretty negligible. We'll add a redundant line there. That way if it gets cut... Cargo pods. Where? Oh. Don't really care about that, so meh. Norbert, pop them out. Second Agrahand is ready to go, and just in time, too. Great. Pig is Pregante again. The pig is Pregonanant. Alright. Alright. We need components and we need plasteel. Get those 2 objects, that we can build everything we need to take on the boss. If we can't get those 2 objects, then we're doomed. Doomed! No, not really, but it would be preferable if we got them sooner rather than later. We're at 92% until our next guaranteed find, so I think we'll be banking on guaranteed find instead of random chance. I do like the fact that the research system has the same, or has both options available. Wherein that if you don't find something for a really long time, it guarantees you a find, but it doesn't punish you if you do get a random find, because it doesn't set that back to 0. So you can just have a really lucky time with it. Or if it sucks, there's a floor to how much it can suck. There is a guaranteed return after a certain point. Which, respect to the game designers for that. It's good game design. Oh, great. John wants to bring more people into the group. John, you caused food instability. That freezer used to be full before you showed up. I don't think now is a good time for more food instability. Alright, let's check our food station. Okay. Now I just have to decide what kind of food I want to grow. Grow potatoes here for now. Keep it simple. And floors, let's get some sandstone tiles set up to more permanently set stuff in. Makes it look nicer too. There we go. And now the aggro hands will have a little work to be done too. What we'll probably do long term too is I'll just make it so that the potatoes or the berries are fed exclusively to the animals. And we have a little bit of separation from human food and animal food that way, wherein that if one of these farms fails, we can just flex it from the other ones instead of it all going into a big slush pool. But that's for another time. Hey, we finished xenogenetics even though we didn't research it. Nice! There's a trader out here, so let's see what they got. I will trade you 300 herbal medicine just for all of your stuff. Want all your... Oh, you have no money. You have nothing. Why would I want to trade with you? You have no money and you have nothing. I will literally just give you enough to... give me what you got. That would be like what? 5? Not even. 20? 17. 16. You have 2 silver left. Have fun, bud. I just did that to take all the silver you had. For a second, I thought he had a bunch of things, but I always get confused by that trade menu, so why am I not surprised? 96% until our next guaranteed find. 7. Come on. Plasteel. Chat, pray for Plasteel. At this pace, it wouldn't even fix it now. Like, we would take so long to set up the Plasteel mining and whatnot. Turkey eggs, sure. I'll take free turkey eggs. Uranium, okay. That's neat. I have no use for it, but it's neat. Okay, so we're just banking on a trader then. I was really hoping we'd get to War Queen, but we're not gonna do what we did last time, where we took on War Queen. Oh, a combat supplier. Okay, what do you got? Yeah, we tried to take on War Queen without adequate forces last time, and we got swamped. And it was not fun to watch. We were just repeating the same 5 minutes over and over again. So, when we approach it this time, we're going to approach it right. It is tedious. Do so. You've got EMP. That's neat. Blast steel. Tell you all the crappy bows I've gotten, though. Will not complete. My guys aren't ever gonna. It's just free money. Lying around. They do have EMP grenades. And a spare of them is good. Reading over everything to make sure I don't miss anything. The gene pack for weak. Yeah, that's what everybody wants. We'll do that. I love how they all just decide to come hang out with Norbert. Like, yeah, this really loud, dusty drill is not obstructive at all. It's a real good time. Let's just all hang out there. Ooh, combat supplier from space, huh? What do you got for me from space? I love how I asked for combat suppliers, but they're not giving me golden club. That's got to be more for show than actual functional use, right? Okay, the beam repeater is starting to look a little bit tastier. So you know what? You know what? We'll get one of them. Jake, get an upgrade. No more revolver for you. You get a beam repeater. It was expensive, so you better enjoy it, bucko. But every little bit does count. Now I just need to bank on being able to create enough for the next trader shows up. Hey, found 24 berries while foraging. See that? That's productive. They'll just generate materials while inside of their pen. Talk about paying it back. Alright. Happy I discovered that. Happy I bought the pigs in the first place. Normally I kind of stay away from animals. I wanted them specifically this time around for packs of food, and we are nearly out of our reserve food. Oh no. We are nearly entirely out of our reserve food. But, hey, it made us to the next corn harvest. So I guess who's laughing, right? We survived, and nobody had to starve to death, and nobody had a major freak out besides Norbert. Oh, another redundancy in the power line. What we'll probably do in the long run is that at some point we'll run this building or this room further back. Then we'll run a redundancy from this power line up here over and down. So that the entire base doesn't get cut off if this gets destroyed. But for right now, we don't have the depth really to do that. Just keeps going. More scanned steel. Great. To be fair, it actually is, because, like I said before, steel makes more components, but steel right now, we need plasteel. Just so rare. Infuriatingly rare, and all of our traders have been combat suppliers as of late. No bulk goods, no standard traders, just combat suppliers over and over again. Now we got visitors. Okay, what do we got? Badger. For a second, it looked like an Agra hand, and I was... Or all are they? They're working in there. That's fair. At least we're not getting prompts that any of the food is spoiling anymore. It's a good sign. No! I jinxed it! It was cotton. Cotton's not food. Oh no, a heat wave. What do we do? Bulk goods trader, bulk goods trader, bulk goods trader, please have plasteel. Please. Doesn't look like it. No, sad. We will use you to make money. Begrudgingly. Plasteel. I was blind. What's 100 gonna run me? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. There we go. 100 plasteel ordered in. Yes. Norbert. You need components. All right. There we go. That's another sell point for us then. We're gonna start selling out some of the medicine that we produce because we produce so much healing medicine, and we don't use that much anymore. Our combat's gotten better. And here comes the corn harvest. Beautiful. Finally. Okay, assign food policies. No more emergency rations, okay? All of the meat we produce going forward is going to be exclusively for our packaged meals. Everybody's going on a corn diet while we rebuild our stockpiles. You know what, John? If you're wandering idly, then you can do some construction, okay? And he's not wandering idly anymore. Locked, huh? Sure. Thank the maker, though. We finally got through the food issues. Again. We're also just finding a way to get rid of all of our sandstone supplies again. Once again, I am trying to get rid of all of the sandstone in our stockpile. We just make so much from, you know, puddling out rooms, and then it makes the rooms look bad. We end up with so much in our way that the rooms end up having quality issues. Alright, I am accepting that we will not be able to fight War Queen today. I will make the solemn promise that next time we will work even harder so that we can destroy War Queen. Because it's irritating that we didn't get to her today, but sometimes the cards be against us, and that's okay. You know what? No. No more farming for either of them. Vargas is just pigging out on vegetarian meals, but you know what? It's fine. Because we have loads. So, NBD. It's fine. Arguably, it'll help with storage a little bit if a couple of the meals that are made out of a bunch of the materials just go missing, because we can only store so many of them. We can only make so many of them at a time. So, you do you, Vargas. You do what you gotta. There we go. They're both fed, though. Both of our farm pens are fed. Dirty cooking area. How dare you? That cooking area is spick and span. Very clean, thank you very much. So harvested another 15 corn so far. It is tempting to sell it, but we're not going to sell it this time. It was easy money, but definitely a mild mistake to sell it last time. Hey, more berries. Good. We're not going to save Lester. Actually, let's check that. What was that quest? Yeah, we don't want Lester. Oh, wow. A cache of 11 gold. That's so worth going out of our way. Interesting. Just looking over all of the quests that we could have done or have as options right now. Game really is very open-ended when it comes to how you want to play in your playstyle. I'm very sedentary in my playstyle. I love setting up self-sufficient bases and not needing to be dependent on other stuff and using the terrain to my advantage and whatnot, so moving out of my base is not very advantageous to my style. Speaking of protection, yeah, we're just gonna take all of the for now, though, we'll cut it like that. There, sand. There. There. There we go. Ooh, is we floors. Build a barrier of tile beside it. Security, we're gonna build a sandstone barricade. Above this, but there's cover for whatever we build in here. This will be where we put turrets and whatnot to kill anything that tries to get close to our base. Autocannon turret, see? And then these will blap anything that tries to fight us. Protect our base. We'll claim this center slice as ours. We've already got the back covered in spike traps, too, so... Basic defenses. Basic defenses all around. On the bright side, it's all sandstone. Hey, somebody's throwing a party. Ida's throwing a party. Cool. I hope everybody has a blast. What is the quality of this room? Very impressive. Good. Good. It is a pretty room, that is true. There's finally space in the giant sandstone storage room. So we're clearing out the new research lab site. Finally. Hooray. Speaking of which, a smooth surface. Everything. Make the whole room really nice and pretty. There we go. So much cleanup being done. Phenomenal. We're also just not gonna set up any farms nearby where this happened in the place. What we can eventually do is we'll set up a little tree here that absorbs pollution, and it will probably eat all of this up, but that's for later. Pollux seeds are complex. And rare. Not to mention very rare. Let's connect section. Nice and the whole workspace nicer. But yeah, I don't want them being able to burn our crops anymore, so we'll build a nice big wall that stops them. Our construction bot needed a job to do anyways, so this will keep them preoccupied for a while. And it will keep our guys crafting for a while, because they're going to have to convert all of that limestone into stones. Like Jake's doing right now. Gotta make so many bricks. So many bricks. We're going to use them all. We also need to get all of this cleared out still. It'll be a while. Still can't believe we didn't find much of anything. All that mining we value. Bad. I think Norbert just prioritized. Gonna go mine that little pocket I just requested right now. Yep. There he goes. Because this takes precedent over the big drill, which I don't understand. And there was nothing there. Great. Sometimes those pockets, you know, they'll reveal a little bit of compacted machinery, which would be really useful for next stream. Sadly, nay. Not this time around. Duck 5 and Duck 6. Duck 3 and Duck 5. Ah, okay. Well, everybody's good to go, though. And we've got plenty of food to last us a long time. So next time will be War Queen. We're gonna mess her up. Take everything. It seems like just with the tree farm and help for them, having 2 agra hands is probably necessary to stay in a tree farm of this size. But a tree farm of this size will make me so much chem fuel. I need the wood, I need the chem fuel. Come on. Really? There we go. But it got tipped off and went, no, 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 no. No fire. So funny how the cleaner just completely ignores the fire, but freaks out about the ashes. Like one isn't mutually included in the other. Alrighty, well, thank you to everybody who turned out today. It was a great time. We got a lot done, even if we didn't get to War Queen. We got more prepped for her, and next time around, we're going to be ready to really take her on. It's going to be awesome. So, again, thank you all for showing up. If you don't mind, right down below is that like and that subscribe button. It's literally free, but it tells YouTube that we're doing good things over here and to keep on doing it. We will be back again tomorrow with another video, Monday morning, Friday morning, every single week, and then we'll be back again next Sunday with another voted on stream by you folks. So be sure to keep an eye on my community tab to make sure that you get to, you know, have your voice heard on what you want to see me playing next week. For now, that's going to be all, so later.